This is the plaintiff, Robert Stokes. He says the defendant took his golf cart for a spin with a bunch of girls, started showing off, and ended up flipping the thing. One of the girls had to go to the hospital. His golf cart's badly damaged, and the defendant must be made to stand up and pay for his mistakes. That being said, he's suing for the $3,490.50 he's owed. This is the defendant, Frank Ingrande. He says the plaintiff always let him drive around in the golf cart, and all he did was make a U-turn, and boom, the thing rolled over. He did notice it was driving a little wobbly earlier, but didn't put two and two together. Bottom line, the guy threatened him, but he doesn't owe. He's accused of teeing off on a golf cart.
I'm going to get been sworn.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Robert Stokes.
Yes,
You are suing Frank Ingrande for $3,490.50 in damages to your golf cart that you say he did by driving recklessly. Tell me what happened.
Okay, good morning, Your Honor. I'm just here to get the out-of-pocket expenses for the damages on my golf cart. But I think it was Saturday morning. Frank came over to borrow the golf cart.
How did you two know each other?
He's a friend, and he's a roommate of one of my really good friends. Okay. So I met him through his roommate.
Because there's a huge age difference between you. So it's sort of
well,
cute.
We're all friends in the neighborhood, so it's a pretty big neighborhood. It's in the beach area, so.
In San Diego?
Yes.
Okay.
San Diego. So I let him borrow my golf cart again because he's borrowed it for about 3 or 4 times, and and I trusted him, and him and his.
How old?
I'm sorry?
How old are you?
23.
Okay.
So he took it to the beach, and about an hour and a half later, I'm sitting at his house, which is right around the corner, and his friend, was just one of my friends, got a phone call saying that he wrecked the golf cart. And we go down to the beach, and I find the golf cart's lifted back up, and he's sitting on the curb talking to the police department. And then the police department asked for my registration insurance at that time. So
okay. Hold that thought. What happened?
Well, the plaintiff let me borrow his golf cart, and I was driving it around, and it's going like this, swaying, shh. And I thought I had it under control, I was driving.
Swaying back and forth. Why wouldn't you put your foot on the brake and not continue to ride it? I don't get it.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't swaying. Maybe you were swaying. Maybe that's why. How many people did you have on it?
6.
How many seatbelts are there on that thing?
5.
4? Okay, go on.
So I picked up the girls. We drove about a block, and the swaying got a lot more excessive. So I was like, I got to turn around, take you guys home. This isn't safe for you girls.
Really? You guys, you said that?
Yeah. So as I was turning, the golf cart just tipped over. I picked it up, made sure all the girls were okay. One was bleeding from the head.
They weren't okay, right?
I asked them, are you guys okay? They're like, yeah, we're okay. Just take the golf cart home.
One of them ended up with stitches, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
she had a cut on her head.
Right, go on.
So I was going to take it home. I picked it up, and I was going to take it home, and then the beach police stopped me, took all my information.
Well, you tried to flee, right?
No, I didn't try to flee.
That's how the police officer describes it.
I picked them up. I put all the girls on the bench. I asked them if they wanted to ride home. They said no because they live.
You're right. Yeah. But I'm right on it. I'll be right back on that cart with you so you can take me home. All right. So the police officer talks to you. There's a police report, correct?
Yes, there is.
May I see it? All right. And were you driving recklessly?
No.
Were you driving too quick for the conditions?
No.
That's what you tell the police officer, isn't it? Don't you say I might have taken that turn a little fast?
No.
Did you read the police report?
No.
This is your statement according to the police officer. I was just driving towards the beach. I was making a left turn where the road goes left. I was probably driving too fast, but I was only going like 15 miles per hour. The cart fell over and everybody fell out. Ingrande had a cast and bandage on his right arm. The bandage covered his arm from elbow to his fingers. This could have contributed to his inability to drive the vehicle effectively. So let me ask you, what had happened to your arm?
I broke my arm.
How?
Skateboarding.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
Sheet metal.
Okay. The vehicle has been raised via a suspension upgrade.
Yeah.
This increased the height of the vehicle and thus altered its center of gravity. No one was wearing a seatbelt. The vehicle was traveling westbound and making a left turn at the base of Grand Avenue to complete a mandatory U-turn. Vehicle was too high, was overloaded, and traveling too quickly to make the left turn. Had the vehicle ever toppled over before?
No.
How long had you owned it?
Almost over a year.
And you had driven it how many times before?
5 times.
Nothing ever happened wrong.
No.
Nothing that you ever heard anybody else say had ever happened wrong. I'm not buying this whole thing about how it's swerving, there's something mechanically wrong. You know, the police officer talks about the center of gravity being off, but that's not a swerving kind of thing. And
Well,
if
the
it's
stabilizing shaft
swerving,
was bent.
stop and listen. If it's swerving, why don't you just stop driving? I think you're just like lying
That's
to me
why.
because you're trying to make your case better.
That's why I did stop driving and I was turning to take him home. We only went a block, about 2 blocks.
Do you have any pictures of the golf cart?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Let me see it.
Here's a picture, actually, of when I bought it, and then also I have pictures of the damages, and they're in here.
Okay, you're suing for a first estimate paid to repair the golf cart damages, then a second estimate. Why
Yes.
are there 2 estimates you're suing for instead of
Because
just one?
one's for the suspension and put it back on the street, and the other is for the body, which I have pictures for.
Okay, I have the pictures. Can I please see the 2 estimates?
Yes, they're right here.
Wow, it took a real beating.
First things first, you know, I wish it was that simple, but the first estimate is what I paid for already, and what is to put
Why
it
do
out
I
back
have
on the
this
street.
picture of a bunch of guys?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's a mistake. That was the people that I was letting use the golf cart. And we had a lot of fun, it was, but he kind of ruined it for all of us because my insurance company paid the girl $15,000 for the damages on the hospital bills. So now nobody can drive it anymore.
Well, yeah, you know, I got to tell you, the insurance company didn't take into account when they assess the kind of risk you are and give you a rate that you are being big man on campus and loaning it out to 23-year-old boys because that's like exactly the category that pays extra for insurance because statistically that's an issue, okay?
Yeah.
Did you ever discuss with him paying for the damages to the cart?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
And did he pay you anything?
Yes, he actually started paying me. I approved the dates that he paid and his initial next to him so we could start paying for it.
Okay,
And
how
then
much did he pay?
He paid $100 on the day that we took the golf cart into the golf company to repair.
Okay.
Then he paid me $100 about a month later. And this is the evidence that he was paying me those 2 payments.
Okay.
I actually paid him $500. I paid him money when it first happened, and then I came to him I was giving him over $100 every week. I even put money in the mail. I even came over.
Cash?
Yeah, well, not, like, I didn't mail it. I put it in an envelope and put it in his
You
mailbox.
put cash in his mailbox?
Yes.
That doesn't seem like a bad idea to you.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have no evidence of it, but I did pay him, and
You don't have no evidence of it either, do you?
no.
Okay. Let's talk about the insurance. At some point, according to you, there was a moment there where he needed your help and cooperation with the insurance company. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I was paying him the payments. I mean, he would harass my phone like so bad I'd have to turn it off, you know? Like, I couldn't even appreciate having a cell phone, you know? I mean, he would be looking for me, like, driving around, like, oh, I see your car's here, I see your car's here. Like, why aren't you coming by my house and paying me? And he would tell me, if you give my insurance company a statement, you will not have to pay any more damages to the golf cart. All I want is for you to give my insurance company a statement. Please, Frankie, please give me a statement.
Tell me about that.
Okay, what I did was partially true. I told him, I said, look, I will not harass you anymore, Frankie, if you just please call her and give her a statement, because I wanted to resolve this issue. It was a big deal for me. I'm the one that's being, in trouble for something that I wasn't even there for. And I'm just trying to do, and I didn't harass him, Your Honor. I was just trying to be a
You can harass him all you
friend.
want. You're trying to make your payment. I don't care about that. But what were you going to do in return for him giving the statement? I did say.
I wasn't going to harass him anymore about the insurance claim. It was important for them to get his statement.
Do you have it on tape? Do you have it? Because he was leaving messages for you. Do you have any of them for me?
Your Honor, I was happy at the time when he said that.
Did you hear my question?
When he said that.
Wait. Did you hear my question?
I heard you.
No, I don't have it on tape, but when he said that, I played the voicemail in front of my neighbor and in front of my roommate because I was happy at the time.
Okay.
I was like, well, okay, and then I was like, okay, I'm actually going to call his insurance company, this will all be settled, it'll all be over. So I went out of my ways to do that for him, which I didn't.
That was big of you. Considering that you could be, what do you mean? You could be sued for the girl who got the 15,000
So
should be
what?
coming out of your hide for the next 5 years because you're the guy who was the driver.
Why would I give
All
his
I'm trying
insurance
to do
company a
is,
statement?
all I was trying to do
Why
is,
don't you just do the right thing. Maybe that's because it's the right thing and because it was your accident and because you ought to give the insurance company a statement.
I was not working at the time.
Now, the problem is, if he doesn't give the insurance company a statement, the insurance company says, no coverage. That's the jerk you loaned the cart to. It's your problem, right? That's the problem we have here. So it's believable that out of desperation, because that $15,000 lawsuit's going to end up in your pocket, okay, and the liability coverage wasn't going to kick in, it is not a completely unbelievable story that out of desperation, you're begging him to give a statement, because otherwise, if you don't give a statement, I'm going to be on the hook. It is not so unbelievable that you left that message to get him to give a statement. But you need to understand that if you say that, if you say to a guy, if you give a statement, because there's something in it for you, if you give a statement, then I'm not going to collect any more money. If there's a consequence, there's a legal consequence to that.
I'm here to tell you the truth, Your Honor, and
Everybody's here to tell the truth.
it had nothing to do with the
damages. I don't need to sift through everybody's lies. There's always two opposing sides, but they're both here to tell the truth, and I don't need to critically evaluate anything.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So if this defendant was told, give me a statement, you won't have to pay, I won't sue you, is the plaintiff stuck?
I think the plaintiff's stuck. I mean, come on, hold yourself accountable. If you say, you know, you don't have to do it.
So he's stuck?
He's stuck.
You agree with that?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Maybe it have been a gentleman's agreement, so to speak, or...
What's a gentleman's agreement? Going to a strip club? What's a gentleman's agreement? What is a gentleman's agreement? Is he stuck or not? Is he stuck?
Oral contract, he's stuck.
Okay, tough luck for him going inside the courtroom.
You've got a statement by somebody who claims to be Benjamin Fraser. Was he on the cart?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Benjamin Fraser is none too happy with you. We drove down Mission Boulevard to a hotel where Frankie zoomed by the security up front. He proceeded to argue with the staff as they were asking us to leave. I asked Frankie to just take me home. As we were leaving, Frankie saw Charlie, Chelsea, Sandra, and Allie. They all just hopped onto the golf cart. I told Frankie there's too many people on the vehicle, but he just floored it. We were all yelling for him to slow down, but he yanked the wheel to the left. And we flipped onto the passenger side and slid. While I was making sure that everyone was okay, Frankie and a couple of homeless guys got the golf cart upright. Frankie managed to start it and then tried to flee when the police showed up.
He fled.
Now,
Ben Fraser fled the scene.
Why
Didn't even
is
talk
Ben,
to the police.
Well, I got to tell you something. There are, in this police report, which is very, very thorough, okay, there's not a single person in here who says he was driving like a maniac. The one who comes closest to it is him himself, who says, I was probably going too fast. It's what we call too fast for conditions. So you don't have to be going 100 miles an hour for it to be a problem. You could be going too fast for the conditions that are present. And 15 miles an hour to take a U-turn with 6 people in the car is a problem, okay? The center of gravity is also a problem. But if the center of gravity never posed a problem in tipping before, then the center of gravity alone didn't cause this tip. The tipping is caused by 6 people in there and taking the turn a little too fast, okay? But the problem that I really have a problem with the quid pro quo, the negotiation, the contract, if you will, of telling him, if you just do this for me, I won't attempt to collect any more money from you on these damages. I've got to figure out, was it that specific a quid pro quo? We call in the law, you give me this, I'll give you that, okay? Did he specifically say to you that if you give a statement to the insurance company, then I will not pursue any more monetary damages?
Yes,
I know it's it.
called
I'm
him
not
back.
asking you. You think I'm asking you a question? Here's one thing that could have been left on that phone message. Please, Frankie, please, call this lady back. I'll stop bothering you if you just call this lady back. Here's another thing that could have been left on your message, Missy. Please, Frankie, please, just call this lady back. If you just do that, you won't have to pay any more money. I gotta know which of those two it is. I'll stop bothering you, may be interpreted by you as I don't have to pay anymore, but it's not the same thing. I'll stop bothering you if you just give this tape. The best evidence of what was left on that tape is the tape. You had a tape in your hands where a guy is saying you won't have to pay $3,000-something. Why would you not keep that tape? Make a tape of the tape. You play it for your friends. I don't care about your friends. I don't know whether your friends are liars or not. I don't know how crazy your friends are. I don't know whether I should trust your friends. Put your hand down. You've done all your testifying. The best evidence is the actual tape. Who does that? You've got a tape. It's gold. The tape is so valuable because now the tape is like somebody putting $3,000-something in front of you. And what do you do with the tape? You get rid of the tape. You don't bring me the tape. Crazy. This is crazy. Was that your golf cart that was on Craigslist or whatever?
That's the copy was when I went to buy it. It'll
Okay.
actually
And
tell
you bought
you
it a year ago.
It'll tell you probably the date on that Craigslist of when I bought it. That's what I took to the lady's house when I bought it from her. That's what it used to look like.
I got it. Okay. I'm going to set the value at $3,000. I find that $200 has been paid. You don't have proof of any more than that. You don't even have proof of the 200, except for he admitted it. So I am going to render a judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $2,800. You are not entitled to lost wages. That's my verdict.
So the plaintiff is collecting in this verdict right here. Step on in here next to me here and tell me what's your feeling on the outcome here.
Feel like I can't believe I missed work for this.
Yeah, I can't believe you're here either. So next time you want the cart, you think he's going to loan it to you?
Not even gonna use the cart. I don't even want to.
What was the scene there? You had 4 girls in the back seat, 3 in the back seat.
3.
You had 6. How many?
6 people on the golf cart. It tipped over.
Yeah. All right. All right. It was nice to see you. So come on in here. What do you think you're in the little neighbor over there?
Well, nobody wants to take a friend to court, and it's just a sad situation. It had to end up like this, but, I have to do what it takes to protect myself, and that's all I'm trying to do here.
So little Johnny comes to you next time and says, "Can I borrow the golf cart?" And you say,
"Not no more, sir."
Harvey?
By the way, if the people inside the golf cart who were injured want to sue the plaintiff, they could do that as well. He loaned the golf cart to the defendant, and the owner of the vehicle is also responsible. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.